All right, let's jump right in. You hear about no-code platforms everywhere, right? They're totally changing the game for businesses, promising to turn awesome ideas into actual working apps, and fast. But here's the thing. What does it really take to make a no-code plan actually work? Turns out, there's a bit of a hidden strategy that goes way beyond just the cool tech.
I mean, just stop and think about this for a second. What if anyone in your company could just build the tools they need? Imagine your marketing team whipping up a custom campaign tracker, or maybe HR creates their own onboarding app, and they do it all without writing a single line of code. I mean, that's the dream, right? That's the incredible promise of no code, and it's exactly why so many companies are diving in head first.
And you can see why. The promise is just so powerful. It's all about moving faster than the competition. It's about making technology accessible to the people who are actually on the ground doing the work. And really, most importantly, it's about empowering your team to solve their own problems. It sounds absolutely perfect, doesn't it?
Okay, but here's where the dream kind of bumps up against reality. So while your team is all excited about building apps with this simple, drag and drop interface, someone behind the scenes is wrestling with a much, much bigger headache, trying to manage all the different vendors, all the platforms, and all the licenses. And that operational nightmare, it can bring the whole thing to a screeching halt.
So that brings us to the first part of a winning strategy. You've got to get a handle on the technology itself. It's about, taming the tech. This isn't the fun, flashy part of no-code, I get it, but it is absolutely essential.
See, managing these no-code platforms, it's not a one-and-done thing. It's really this continuous cycle. First, you've got procurement. That's just choosing and buying the right licenses. But it doesn't stop there. Then you have to keep track of renewals, because you definitely don't want any service interruptions. And on top of all that, you need ongoing management to make sure you're actually using those licenses well and not just, burning cash. And that leads perfectly to this next point, which I think this quote just nails. Great tools are only powerful in the right hands. You can have the best managed, most efficient tech in the entire world, but it doesn't mean a thing if your people don't know how to use it. The tools themselves don't create value. The people using those tools do.
And that brings us to the second, and honestly, you could argue the most important part of the whole strategy, focusing on the people. It's all about empowering the employees who are actually going to be building these new applications, the folks we call citizen developers.
So, who exactly is a citizen developer? Well, it's probably not who you think. It's not necessarily someone from your IT department. It's an employee, could be a project manager, a financial analyst, a marketing specialist, someone who sees a problem and uses the company-approved no-code tools to build a solution, not just for themselves, but for their team and for others. They are literally your innovators on the front lines.
So how do you actually unlock all that potential? Well, it really boils down to two key things. First, you need a really solid onboarding program to get them started on the right foot, teaching them the best ways to do things from day one. And second, they need access to continuous training resources. That way, they can keep learning, keep growing their skills, and start building even more awesome, sophisticated solutions over time.
So here's the main takeaway, the crucial point of all this. You really can't have one without the other. True, long-lasting success with no-code comes from this dual focus. You have to master the operational side, the licenses and the vendors, and you have to invest in empowering the people who will turn that technology into real business value.
And that kind of leaves us with one final question to chew on. Your company might have already invested in all the cool tools, but take a hard look at your team. Are they really set up for success? Are your people truly empowered to build the future of your business?